Hello, we are Hell Yea, and this is our interview for Inventor Inc.
Yep. Would you like to introduce yourselves, please?
Yeah, certainly. I'm Alan Tchaikovsky. I'm the singer in Hell Yea.
I'm Jay, I'm the drummer.
So 4 years ago, we interviewed you. What would you say has changed since then?
4 years, that's quite a long time, 4 years ago. Well, we've got older, that's definitely changed. Our music, I think it's just got a bit more mature, a bit more grown up since the last time you've seen us. I think, in fact, the last time you've seen us, we're not playing any songs with the songs you heard last time you've seen us. So
We've just kind of, yeah, I think we're kind of coming into more of the band that we want to be, and we're kind of going in a more of a tangent that's with us. I think 4 years ago we were very caught up in maybe trying to be like other bands or trying to maybe fit in with what the market would like, whereas we've just kind of went, you know what, we just want to do what we want to do and just writing the songs that we want to do. I know it sounds a bit kind of cliche and a bit cheesy, but yeah, I think probably this is the happiest we've been in a long time in terms of what we're doing musically. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Have you thought ahead to any of your plans for 2018?
Yeah, we're booked for quite a lot of festivals in Europe next year. We'll already started work on album number 2, so we'll be getting back into the studio to do more writing, and then off the back of that we'll be going to record more songs. We've already got 4 or 5 in the can already, and hopefully that will be getting released before the summer next year, and then we'll be on the road.
yeah, 2018, touring, music, everything, so you summed it up right there.
Yeah. Who would you say is the comedian of the band? More of the comedian?
We're all funny in a way, but I don't know, I think Marcus is quite a funny man. He's funny to look at.
I think everybody's pretty funny. Marcus is a big character.
Yeah.
But
he's the most hyper out of a lot of us of that.
But everybody's like, but then it's kind of funny because like there's certain things that happen within the band, and they're all like it's really hard to describe. So when we're out or something and someone else is there, we'll crack that joke, and it only means stuff to the band or the crew or whoever's there. So other people are a bit like, what does that mean? So it's kind of weird that way. But yeah, I don't know if we're a funny band or not.
That's it, well, exactly.
What inspires your music?
Inspires the music. Just, I think this sounds maybe quite cliche, but just living, you know, just apart from other musicians, that we're all in so many different bands that come into play, but it's just not represented. But yeah, we're just in.
Is that a rave next door?
Gifts. Oh, that's how you put the bottom.
Inventor Inc.
How are you doing? Nice
I'm good, nice to see you again.
Sorry man,
It's fine. Nice to see you again. I'm good, thanks.
There we go.
We have some very special guests who come all the way from Romania.
Yeah.
So we brought them some Scotch whiskey,
Hold that.
some bottles of Scotch.
But then look up. Star prize.
So just when you thought that you couldn't get any more Scottish, you go and do something like this. F-C-U-D, everyone say Scotch.
Take that face, baby.
Yeah, how are you doing? You okay?
I'm good, thanks, yeah.
In fact, you know what? See the question you just asked, what inspires our music? Probably a lot of that.
Some of this, some of this.
Right, since there's a lot of yous here, I'll try and change it up so I can try and get all of yous.
Yeah.
What would you say is your most... do you have a favourite music video you've filmed or recorded?
Probably, mine's just probably Contagious, just because it was a good laugh, so, anyone else?
Well, it's the only one.
That's guy. Endgame, okay, there's more. Contagious was definitely the most fun, because for me, like, shooting a video, I hate being in the spotlight, I hate all that sort of stuff, but getting, you know, makeup on and all that, it's just like, for me, but I enjoyed it because I got to do something else.
any of you personally have a favourite song that you've done?
Got a new one called Lunar, which is really good to play live, but I personally love.
Yeah, Lunar live.
I think that's the reason, yes.
Yeah.
Is there any of your songs that you don't like as much as the others?
Yes, Rest with Me and Be Dixit tonight.
Alright.
I think that when you're an artist, you're constantly trying to develop.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of the stuff that we did 3 or 4 years ago, which a lot of people might be expecting to hear, we've kind of grown on from that and don't play as much of the first album anymore.
Alright.
But
That's a good. It's not so much that we don't like it, it's just that so much it's like, yeah, we've outgrown it a wee bit, you know. It's an old pair of socks, kind of like there's a hole in it.
Yeah.
You still love them, but you don't know. So.
Yeah.
Would any of you have any advice for any upcoming musicians or artists?
what did Dave Grohl say?
Just play that shit.
That's not what he said.
So he said, just go out and play, man. Jeez.
But what would you say? To people that want to be in a band or whatever?
Yeah.
If you're serious about it, understand what the seriousness takes, and because we get that a lot. I want to do this. Oh, but I might be able to do that, and go on my holidays and do that. It's like, well, forget all that. You either do it or you don't. That's it.
Yeah.
It's all or nothing. That's it. Like you say. Yeah, he's going on holiday next week. I'm not. So I'm here.
For me, it would be like just be involved in music at every single step of the way. Go and see as much live music as you can. Listen to as much various music that you can get your hands on at home. So don't just put yourself into one genre. Don't just listen to one style of music. Try and listen to everything and take inspiration from everything and be inspired by the musicians.
I think going to gigs is that's a part of it. Like, I think that just kind of goes with the same. But I know lots of musicians who don't go to gigs. I think the last 2 weeks. This is Kate. We're going. I don't know who he is. Yeah, just go to gigs. Hang about with musicians. Just saturate yourself in the music.
Immerse yourself in the music.
Well, I mean that takes us on to our next question. What's your favourite genre of music?
Wow.
Good old-fashioned rock and roll, man.
Rock is rock for me, but
I quite like the French Baroque period. That was quite a good.
that's a hard question.
I don't have, because I can listen to Mark Bolan and I can listen to Robert Burns.
Yeah. What's your most favourite part of being in a band?
Just hanging about, you know, having a good time, drinking a wee bit. You can scrub that. So I just hanging out and going out and playing good shows and meeting people like yourself and other things, and just having a good time, man. It's good.
I put a post on Facebook about that last week actually when we were driving down to do a show in London, and we were just, Jay was sitting in the front and he put on his iPod and all the music that he has in it, and there's lots of music that I haven't heard in a long time or stuff that I've never heard before, and I took that all in and then I put on mine, and we still learning music the whole time and listening to new stuff, and hanging in the van's the best time to listen to music, I think.
Yeah.
I think the question was, what's your favourite part?
Well, that's one of my favourite parts about being in a band, is the parts where you're sitting in a van listening to music
Okay.
with your friends.
Yeah. My favourite part's playing live.
Yeah.
I just love it. I like escaping, turning into a freak and just jumping about like a nutter. That's
Yeah.
my favourite.
Is there anything you do to psych yourself up before you actually play
We all
live?
fight. We all have a good old fight now and then. You would just beat the shit out of everybody. I kind of go into a weird place. I always get a dip before I go on stage. It's like this kind of weird kind of like I'll go all quiet and just kind of get into the headspace. But it's good because it's a kind of nervous energy that's like when you go in and you do it, and it seems to work for me anyway. So sometimes if I'm feeling a bit, I'll try and do some push-ups, but I can only do about 10. So maybe something like that.
Is it similar for each of you, or?
I'm sure the guys could probably tell you what I do. I don't really know what I do. I probably pace up and down a few times, but I don't have any specific rituals or anything.
Yeah.
You go into a real place of thinking.
Well,
You see him kind of doing that whole jaw thing where he's thinking about writing that song, I press that pedal, and then I tune the guitar to that. And what's the lyric there again?
it's still to work for me.
You got to go through it in your head.
Yeah,
I just get really high.
I prefer being out. I don't really like sitting
Having come across backstage.
Nah, in fact, I am backstage can make me kind of think too much. I prefer being out and hanging out with people before the gig. I think sitting backstage, I get quite, as you say, insular. I get quite, this could go wrong, and have I got the right guitar?
Yeah.
But I prefer just having a laugh with people before we go on stage and all that. But I don't really have a particular thing. I think Jay, for sure.
No, same. It's really boring. Stretches and do a bit of practice before we go on. It's pretty boring.
It's good though.
Yeah, keeps you loose.
Loosey.
Do you have any favourite or worst fan moments that you?
Fan moments?
Yeah.
Yes. The one the most I ever felt guilty was when a fan, she had a tattoo on her arm, and I was like, oh my god, I've made her do that.
A little eye tattoo? Alright.
I felt quite, I don't know, I felt really bad about that in a weird way.
Yeah.
It's like that's it. You got that forever. That was kind of weird one.
Yeah, felt guilty, I know what you mean. Scarring your skin.
We don't have any bad fans.
No, I didn't say it was bad.
No.
That's
I'm not talking about that situation, I'm talking about
There
the...
was a girl, we did a gig in France and she brought a severed head to the gig as a gift. That was kind of weird. That didn't happen, like
Lit head.
just because that's the Halloween vibe.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Is there any favourite or preferred location that you like to perform in?
I love it when we gig outside of Glasgow, not particularly reason. I just like see new places. Like when we go to Europe every year, we always see new places, and I just love gigging with people that have never heard of music. Like that's.
Mainland Europe's always been good to us. Really anywhere we've been over there. So Holland, Belgium, France,
My
Germany.
good friends over the south from Luxembourg, Natalie and Cheryl, and they help us organise gigs out there and stuff. And they're here tonight, so it's good to play for them over here. They get to see what's like.
I think one of my favourite ones is the new music venue that's just opened in Orkney. It's going to be the hardest new music venue in the whole of the UK. It's called the Sound Archive. You should check it out. In fact, the Pigeon Detectives that are playing in the big gig upstairs tonight, they were up there 2 weeks ago. Newton Faulkner was there. And it's just opened a few months ago, and we played there a couple of weeks ago. So I'm quite proud of that, being Orcadians.
This might be a little bit more of a difficult or challenging question. Where do you see the band in 3 years' time?
Hopefully still together.
I don't know. It's kind of hard to put. It's quite hard to put that into perspective, because I think when you're working in music, there are so many factors interchangeable that can affect your journey. So you have to do it one day at a time. And today we've got a gig through there, and we're going to go in and focus on that and make that the best possible. And hopefully that will create more opportunities further down the line. So you just got to take it one day at a time, I guess. Playing the main stage at Hell Yea again would be...
That wouldn't be not fun.
But I don't.
It's almost like asking someone like if I was to say you, where do you see yourself in 3 years?
Well, no, it's not an interview question.
I know, but I'm just flooding it back.
Yeah. Is that a question for me to answer?
Where do you see yourself in 3 years?
Hopefully running my own business, or published a book or two.
Sorry, I had to go and move their guitar cases.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'll do what I got.
I'll look out for you.
Yeah. Definitely. What's your favourite film or TV show out of?
Right now, I'm right into Stranger Things, that new Netflix series thing. Right now, Breaking Bad.
But he's a film guy.
Oh, film, yeah. Films
No,
are
I said
hard.
film or TV.
Film and TV. I just went to
Well, Jaws is my favourite film.
Oh, sorry, it's alright.
Here's Kate again.
I don't know, man. Easy watching, I guess. Something like Big Trouble in Little China.
Yeah,
I could watch that any day of the week.
Yeah.
At any time of the day.
Chinese.
Aye, totally.
What does music mean to each and every one of you?
Yes,
Absolutely everything.
Yes.
It means that I've got a good reason to get up in the morning.
It's the only reason. Apart from your family.
That's not whatever.
No, it's usually every part of my day. I guess music has got a really big part of. When I wake up, I usually put on some music. When I'm cooking, I put on music. If I'm
Making love.
making love, I'm on fire. Let's get on.
It's hard to think of a world without any music. That's what I was thinking. That way, imagine there was no music, nothing, just silence or just that.
Yeah, because it inspires you and it also
it changes your mood.
Yeah.
As well, when you're listening to like you're at a gig and there's a bit unexplainable, like it's the note the singer hits or the chord a guitarist goes to, and it makes the hairs in your neck go up. You can't explain that. You know, it's just it's an amazing. It connects, you know, with the human anatomy.
I just picture like I with a really hairy neck with his hair standing up then like that.
But yeah, I think everybody, Jack, like it's, everyone's in their own thing, but I find it hard for anyone like not to be into music. But obviously there are people, but I can't imagine a life without music.
I mean, it's definitely powerful stuff. Like,
I mean, even if I stopped playing music, which I hope never not to, I'd always still listen to it and always be a fan of music.
Yeah.
It's my favourite thing in the world, I'd say.
Anything you would like to say to the people watching?
Just take a chance, man. Life's too short. Just what was that thing you done?
Peace and love, man.
Yeah, what was that?
Your Ringo.
What was that? What's that actor called? He was in Transformers. Can't remember his name.
Shia LaBeouf?
Shia LaBeouf. Just do it. Just do it.
That's nice. Nike said that. You might get done for that one.
But Shia LaBeouf said it. But yeah, no. If there's any Little Eye fans tuning in, thanks for your support, and hopefully we'll have a new record out very soon.